So hello everyone, in this video we are going to look at another uh, a very easy problem. Could be slightly tricky, but it's quite easy. And the problem states to find the sum of diagonal elements in the matrix. So as you can see, I have already completed my code skeleton. All I need to do is to write the code for finding the sum of diagonal elements in the matrix. So before diving into the code, let's just go through the intuition. Let's just go through the intuition of the problem. So before discussing the code, let's just discuss the logic. So we are given a matrix and we need to find the sum of diagonal elements. Sum of diagonal elements. Sum of diagonal elements. So pardon my bad handwriting. Okay. So let's assume we have a matrix and perfect. Let's assume we have a matrix and suppose we are okay. Oh, it should be not like this. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me just draw it again. Okay, perfect. Let's suppose we have a matrix and it is somewhat like this. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So first of all, let's see what are the diagonal elements. Okay, well, let's see what are the diagonal elements. So this right here, like this, is one diagonal, and this is called as primary diagonal. Similarly, this here, starting from 7 5 and 6. Okay, this right here is called as secondary diagonal. Secondary diagonal. Okay, perfect. So when the problem states we need to find the sum of diagonal elements, we need to find the sum of all elements both in primary as well as in the secondary diagonal. So as simple as that. Okay, so what is the property of elements in primary diagonal? So okay, what is the location of this element? Location of this element is 0 comma 0. What is the location of this element? Location of this element is 0 1. Okay, so 1 comma 1. And what is the location of this element? Location of this element is 2 comma 2. So you might notice a pattern that for every element on the diagonal, value of I and j is same. डायगोनल पे हर एलिमेंट के लिए I और J की वैल्यू सेम है फॉर प्राइमरी डायगोनल. However, when it comes to secondary diagonal, what is the location of this? Location of this is what? 0 comma 2. What is location of this? Location of this is, okay, let's see, 2 comma 0. And what is the location of this? Location of this is 1 comma 1. Okay, so what is the pattern you notice? What is the pattern you notice when it comes to elements which are present in secondary diagonal? So the pattern for primary diagonal was that I is equal to j, and similarly the pattern for secondary diagonal is, okay, can you guess? So I hope you can guess. It's easy. Value of I plus j is equal to value of I plus j is equal to 2 always. And what is 2? 2 is mat of dot length, length of mat of I matrix. Okay, so basically if you are confused in this, remember this is number of columns. Okay, this is number of columns. Okay, as simple as that. So we need to find the sum of all elements in primary as well as in the secondary diagonal. Okay, so okay, so what we will do is we will traverse the matrix, and whenever I is equal to j, okay, not and, whenever I is equal to j or I plus j is equal to mat of I dot length minus 1. Okay, number of columns is mat of I dot length minus 1. Okay, if so is the case, then sum plus equal to mat of I of j. Perfect, sum plus equal to mat of I of j. Okay then, perfect. So I think the logic is quite clear. uh, in one case we need to do check if I is equal to j, and in another we are checking if I plus j is equal to mat of I dot length minus 1. However, why I have written this or means I have written this whole condition in a single if statement, why I have not written two separate if statements. Reason behind this is if I write two separate if statements, then this value 5 will be considered twice while calculating the sum. So this value 5 will be considered twice while calculating the sum. Why? Because this value 5 occurs in primary as well as in the secondary diagonal, and we don't want, and if this value is considered twice, then our answer will be wrong. Okay, so that's why the answer should be the answer should be or the code should be written in a single if. So if I is equal to j or I plus j is equal to mat of I dot length minus 1, when written in a single if, okay, so when written in a single if, either this is considered or this is considered any one, so this, in that case 5 will be considered only once. Okay, so I hope the logic is clear. You will get more clarity when we uh, write the code for it. So let's just dive into the code. So we need to find the sum of diagonal elements. My rest of the code skeleton is complete. So the sum of diagonal elements is the sum of diagonal elements is, and then plus find, okay, or diagonal sum of mat. Okay, so static int diagonal sum, our matrix is the parameter passed to it, and we first initialize sum with 0. Then what, we traverse the matrix, int I is equal to 0, I less than mat dot length I plus plus. Similarly, inner for loop int j is equal to 0, j less than mat of I dot length I plus plus, so sum plus equal to mat of I of j. No, this is wrong. This would lead to sum of all elements. We need to find the sum of diagonal elements. So if I is equal to j, or if I is equal to j, or I plus j is equal to mat dot length minus 1. If this is the case, then sum plus equal to mat of I of j. Okay, and at the end what we need to do is return sum. Okay. Perfect. Let's just try to run and test this code. Okay, so I think code is running perfectly, and so 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, so elements are 0 1 2 3 0 4 5 6 0. Let's just, I'm taking something matrix, something like this. Okay, so okay, have we done mistake anywhere in the code? Oh, it's not I plus plus, it's j plus plus here. Okay, sorry, so it should be j plus plus. Okay, so sorry, it was my mistake. Okay, let's now try to run this code. It should run perfectly. So 3 rows, 3 columns, 0 1 2 3 0 4 5 6 0. This is the matrix. Okay, so okay, so sum of elements in the primary diagonal is 0, and sum of elements in the secondary diagonal is 5 plus 2 7. Okay, so that's why the sum of diagonal elements is 7. Perfect. So this was what the code was about. Now about the time complexity, let's discuss the time complexity. So time complexity of this code here is order of n square, reason is quite simple. We are traversing the matrix using nested loops. That's why the time complexity is order of n square. Now my question is there any more optimized way? Is there anything we can do to solve this question in a more optimized way? Okay, in a more optimized way. So the answer is yes, but then how? So let's discuss the intuition first, and then let's see what we can do. So if this is matrix which we have got, if this is matrix what we have got, so 0 1 0 2 3 4 6 8 5. So what is sum of diagonal elements? 4 plus 1 5 plus 3 8. 8 should be the answer. Now what could we do to optimize this? Okay, so our previous time complexity in the brute force was order of n square. Okay, now we need to optimize this. So let me tell you what if we initialize int s is equal to 0, we initialize sum to 0, and instead of traversing whole matrix using nested loop, I just traverse it using a single for loop. Okay, for int I is equal to 0, I less than what we say mat dot length I plus plus, and now inside this for loop I directly write s plus equal to mat of I of I. So if we write this, there is no need of writing the for loop for j, because while calculating the sum while calculating the sum, value of I is equal to j in case of primary diagonal. So we just write s is equal to mat of I. That's it. That's it. However, we also need to consider secondary diagonal. So for handling secondary diagonal, I write additional if I is not equal to mat dot length minus 1. If so is the case, then s plus equal to mat of I of mat dot length minus I minus 1. Okay, perfect. So, and for loop close. Now let's see the dry run, how this particular thing works. Okay, perfect. Now we start by I is equal to 0. Okay, so we start by I is equal to 0 and I less than m dot length, so 0 1 2. So I am less than 3, till I less than 3 it will go. Okay, so and initially s is 0. Okay, so what we will do is s plus equal to m of I. So for I is equal to 0, s is equal to s plus 0 it will do. Okay, and initially s is 0, so s will remain 0. Then what, is I not equal to is not I not equal to mat of I dot length minus 1? So yes, I is not equal to mat dot length minus 1. Okay, so if so is the case, then it will add mat of I of mat dot length minus I minus 1. So it will add what, m of 0 of 2. So this element also it will add. So s will be equal to s plus 3. So you are seeing that at the same time we are considering an element from primary diagonal and we are also considering an element from the secondary diagonal. Similarly, I plus plus, so value of I now becomes 1. So what we will do is s plus equal to 1, because value at 1 comma 1 is 1. So initially value was 3 plus 1, now value becomes 4. Now it will check if I is not equal to mat dot length minus 1. Okay, now you will notice that I is equal to mat dot length minus 1. So that's why so okay, so it's not mat dot length minus 1, it's mat dot length of I minus 1. So make it a correction here please, mat dot length of I minus 1. Okay, so is I not equal to mat dot length is what, 3 minus 1 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1 is not equal to 1 is not true, so it will not consider this. So basically, why did this happen? Because 1 has to be considered only once. Okay, and so this will not be executed. And then what, I is equal to 2. So for I is equal to 2 comma 2, so this will be considered. So 4 plus 0 will be equal to 4. And then what, I is not equal to mat dot length of I minus 1 minus I minus 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1 minus 1 is 0. So 2 is not equal to 0 is true. So 2 comma 0. So 2 comma 0 is this element. So 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. 8. So 8 will be the answer. So just in case this is like it got you confused, let me write the code, and in this way it will be more clear for you. In this way it will be more clear for you. So let's just remove this code and write the optimized code. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than mat dot length I plus plus, then what, sum plus equal to mat of I, correct? If sum, okay, sorry, not sum, actually, if I is not equal to mat dot length minus I minus 1, if so is the case, then sum plus equal to mat of I of mat dot length minus I minus 1, and at the end just return sum. So this is a more optimized way of finding the diagonal sum. So let me write the comments. This particular statement is to consider primary diagonal elements, and this particular statement is to consider secondary diagonal elements, Perfect. Cool. Now what? Let's just try to run this if we are getting the correct answer. So 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And sum of diagonal elements is 25. So what? 9 plus 1, 10 plus 5, 15. Plus 3, 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Correct. So we are getting a correct sum. Just in case you might have got confused through this, I advise you to do one thing. Write this code, dry run it on a pen and paper for a very small 3 by 3 matrix, let's say, and let's see if you can then understand the logic. However, it's quite simple. It should be the case that you have understood it now. Okay. Now time complexity for this time we are not using any kind of nested loops, so the time complexity is order of n. Okay, so in this particular video we have seen two particular approaches to look at the solution for finding the diagonal sum of a matrix. The first was a brute force where the time complexity was order of n square. The second one is a more optimized way in order of n using a single for loop. So I hope this particular video was quite clear. I again advise you to solve it on your own, dry run on paper on your own. This is something which is going to help you a lot. Okay, so thank you for watching till end. If you think I have made any significant contribution to your logic building, please do consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.